Barack Obama, well, with the US president in Asia and the midterm elections done and dusted, George W. Bush has re-emerged into the political spotlight for the release of his memoir, Decision Points. Like his comrades in arms, Tony Blair and John Howard, Mr. Bush admits he was shocked that no weapons of mass destruction were found in Iraq, and he defends his handling of Hurricane Katrina. Mr. Bush describes himself as a content man, but as Craig McMurtry reports, George W. remains a polarising figure.
Largely silent.
After being almost invisible for 2 years, George Bush is back in public view, but not ready to say if he was a success or failure.
I'm going to be dead, Matt, when they finally figure it out, and I'm comfortable knowing that I gave it my all.
In his memoir, the former president writes about how if he hadn't given up alcohol when he was 40, he might not have been president.
You never fell off the wagon?
No, of course not.
Not a sip?
No, I haven't had a sip of alcohol since 1986.
Temptation?
No, I was through.
He says the September 11 attacks redefined his job, and the 2 wars, Guantanamo, even waterboarding, were necessary decisions.
Using those techniques saved lives. My job was to protect America, and I did.
He says he was shocked and angry when weapons of mass destruction weren't found in Iraq. It still sickens him. His lowest point was the horrific aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. He writes about Dick Cheney offering to quit as vice president, saying he was seen as the Darth Vader figure of the administration. And on the financial crisis, he says he approved the deeply unpopular taxpayer-funded bank bailout to avoid a depression.
A recent poll said, they asked people who created TARP, 50% of people said Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah? Well, 50% of the people were wrong because it happened under my watch.
The book is being released 1 week after the US midterm elections. Bush is still a polarising figure, and senior Republicans made no secret of their concerns about what his re-emergence could do to their election hopes. The Washington Post book critic says it isn't a mea culpa book, calling it competent, readable and flat. The former president refuses to criticise his successor.
President Obama's got plenty of critics, and I'm just not going to be one.
He says he has zero desire for politics anymore. Craig McMurtry, Lateline.